boys and girls, and welcome to another video lesson. Today our learning target is I can read and discuss another nonfiction story and also practice wondering. So wondering is just simply when readers become curious about the things that they're reading in our story. Today we're going to practice wondering all about penguins. We're going to learn a lot of new information about penguins. I'm so excited to dive right in with you. So this story's title is A Baby Penguin Story. Let's look on the back cover very quickly and read the blurb to learn more about what kinds of information we're going to learn about in this story. A baby penguin story. Waddle, waddle, belly slide. Penguin chicks go for an icy ride. What's it like for baby chicks, baby penguin chicks, to grow up? So in this story, we're going to learn all about how baby penguins grow up. That sounds so exciting. Last thing before we get started, this book's author is by Martha E.H. Rustad. In this story, you're also going to be seeing real-life photographs of baby penguins. So keep your eyeballs peeled open to help you understand what's happening. A Baby Penguin Story. A white egg sits in a rocky nest. A tired dad sits on top. Pip! The egg cracks. Out hatches a fluffy penguin chick. Cheep, chatter, peep! The tiny chick is hungry. The mom spits up fish into its open mouth. Brr, shiver. Ah, cuddle. Mom huddles around her chick. In its icy world, the chick stays warm. Let's pause right there for a second. What did you just learn about how penguins take care of their chicks? Pause and think. After you're done thinking, please be sure to share with somebody around you. I'm going to flip through the pages we just read to help you remember something. All right, we're going to move on. In its icy world, the chick stays warm. Hello, who are you? The chick finds friends in its colony. A colony is a group of penguins that live together. Baby chicks play while their parents find food. Waddle, waddle, belly slide. The young penguins go for an icy ride. Oh, that's just what we read on the back cover, isn't it? Back they hop across rocky ground. Molt, scratch, pick. Fluffy feathers fall off the chick. With its beak it preens, or it cleans and arranges its feathers. It preens new waterproof feathers. Let's pause again right there, and I want to ask you, what did you just learn about how baby penguins play? Stop and think. After you're done thinking, please be sure to share with somebody around you. As you're thinking, I'm going to turn back to some pages to help you see and remember something that you might have just learned. All right, let's continue. Next part. Splish splash! It's time to learn swift swimming skills. Swift means really fast swimming skills. The baby penguin chick needs speed to catch a tasty swarm of krill. That means a group of shrimp like critters. That's what krill is. You go first. No, you jump in. Through cold ocean waves, penguins seem to fly. Their wings act as flippers. The chick swims up for air. It dives down deep. Catch a fish, swallow it live. Yum! Now it's time for goodbye. The young penguin is off to catch fishy snacks. Someday it will return to build its own nest. And that is the end. Okay, at the very end, I want to ask, what did you just learn about how penguins move through the water? Pause and think. I'm going to help you by flipping back through some pages so that you can remember. And that is the very end. I hope you got a chance to share with somebody around you. Now, on the very last page, you're going to see a page called the glossary. And the glossary, it has all of these words that were vocabulary words, words that you might not have known as I was reading the story. I want to go through some of our glossary words. Okay, so we learned that the word colony, that's a group of animals that live together in the same area. Like all penguins, they live in a colony to stay safe. Krill, that's a small shrimp-like animal. So penguins eat them, also big blue whales eat them too. The word molt is a process in which birds lose their feathers and grow new ones. Kind of think about like how you might lose your baby teeth and grow new ones. Well, baby penguins, they lose their baby feathers so that they can grow strong adult waterproof ones. And the word pip, that means to crack or chip a hole through a shell. We heard this sound, pip, as a baby penguin egg was hatching in the very beginning of the story. Preen means to clean and arrange feathers with the beak. Swarm is a group of animals that gather and move in large numbers. And lastly, we heard the word swift, which means moving or able to move very fast. Okay, so at the back of nonfiction stories, look for a glossary to help you learn some words that you might not have known before. What else do you remember about nonfiction stories? Pause and think. Please be sure to share with somebody around you. All right. So you might remember in nonfiction stories that nonfiction stories are all about true things. We learn about real people, real animals, real places, and real things. Also remember in nonfiction stories, sometimes you might see real life photographs. Also in the beginning, you might see a table of contents. This story didn't have a table of contents. And now you also know that at the very end, now you can look for a glossary to help you learn the new vocabulary words that you might not know in stories. All right, thank you so much for joining me. Before you go, is there anything that you still wonder about penguins? Because good readers, they think about things that they're curious about. They wonder in order to grow their brains. So if you have something that you're still curious about, I would love to see your comments. Please comment below in our Google Classroom. You can also write a journal story about things you might be curious about. I would love to hear your thoughts, and it was so good of you to come join me today and keep me company. I will see you next time in our distance learning adventure together. Bye now. Good job.